Capricorn, hello, Amanda here. Welcome to Unseen Hands Healing. This is going to be your shift reading for the month of April. So we're looking at the shape you're shifting out of, the shape you're shifting into this month, and what that shape shift looks and feels like. So before we get into cards, Capricorn, as I'm sitting with your energy, I saw you, well first, I saw two images. First I saw you juggling a lot of things. And then, it was sort of like this idea of keeping the balls in the air. Keeping balls in the air. And as you were doing that, I felt like something was stuck inside of you. Like you were trying to keep the balls in the air, but something was sort of like held. Like you were holding your breath or something like that. And then cut to you chopping onions in order to cry. Which is interesting. It was like a very specific intention that you had with chopping the onions. You were like, okay, I need to go chop some onions so that I can cry. And I think that was intended to move whatever energy was, maybe like emotional energy, was stuck in your body so that you could continue to balance all of the things that you're trying to balance. Something about that. It's like, and I felt an emphasis on this practical approach to it. You know, it's like, it's okay to utilize an outside resource, a resource outside of you, like the onion, that will help move energy through your body, either like physical energy through your body or emotional energy through your body, stuck mental energy, like. And in fact, I think this image is encouraging you to try different practical solutions outside of you instead of being like, oh man, I know I really need to cry, or I really need some sort of release, and then like expecting your own self to be able to do that. It's like sometimes we can't, you know, sometimes it's hard for us to access that organically. And so I don't know, there's something about, I just want to assure you that it's okay to use external ways of moving energy. Like do 20 push-ups and see what happens. Get your heart rate up somehow. Like however you need, or, you know, cutting onions or watching a sad movie, like whatever catalyst you need for that kind of release. I just felt this thing that you need to keep the channel clear. Like you know, I'm imagining this flow of energy through your body that can't happen if there's like a blockage or something like damming the flow. Okay, so that's something you need to keep the channel clear. And that's really interesting too, because the card that came out in the global pandemic reading for you, Capricorn, which if you haven't watched it, go back and check that out. I did a collective reading for the global pandemic, and then I did each sign of the zodiac. And the guide that came out of the Mary L Tarot for you, Cap, is this gorgeous, really deep High Priestess energy. And I felt when I pulled it that there was this like really deep subconscious energy working below the surface in you that was giving you this like really deeply psychic insight, deeply connected to your intuition at this time, like maybe even more than in other times. And so in order to, I think, you know, and now I'm kind of seeing all this as like keeping all the balls in the air, keeping all those balls in the air. In order to do that, you've got to keep the channel clear. And it's almost looking like this, all of these extensions of the priestess. It's like you've got a lot of tentacles, maybe like out, extensions of yourself. And in order to keep that energy flowing, it's such water energy, which is energy of the priestess. In order to keep that energy flowing through, you've got to keep the channel clear so that you can receive whatever messages you need to receive. And so that you can keep in your own flow without getting too stuck. Okay, interesting. Let's go to cards and see what happens for your shift this month in April. This is the Spolia Tarot, and first, Cap, I'm just going to ask, what is the shape that Capricorn is shifting out of in the month of April? What is the shape that Cap is shifting out of in the month of April? The Chariot. This is the vehicle that pulls us forward. And I've been seeing this card lately as the vehicle that takes you to the next level of your life. Okay, so let's just put that there and ask, what is the shape you're shifting into in April? What is the shape Capricorn is shifting into? Okay. Wow, the Knight of Wands. Both cards of forward movement. See that? Phew. They're both going that way. It could be that this month, what's the message here? It's like you got the vehicle you need to move forward. And this is like the fire under your ass to do it. There's like something about the Chariot being, that was the vehicle you needed. I just keep wanting to say, it was like you were looking for the right vehicle, the right wheels, the right set of wheels. And you got it. Somehow in these, like this apocalyptic energy of this pandemic. And then in April, some sort of spark, some sort of fire seems to be lit under your ass. And then it's like, whoosh, you know, I'm getting this image of like slapping a horse on the butt and it just like pew, takes off. And I keep wanting to say, you got a fire under your ass now. There's a fire lit under your ass to move on this up leveling of your life, to move on. It's like, with the Chariot, I'm getting this energy of like, you got the wheels, you got the set of wheels that you need that are going to take you to the next level of your life. And it's almost like you got the keys to the car and everything, you know, you got the keys, it's like in the ignition, but you're kind of just maybe hesitating or something. And then it's like, and you know, it's like the horse is going to take off without you. And there's a need to do this at this time, because I've been seeing this Knight of Wands in the light of everything going on with COVID-19. I'm seeing this as getting out of Dodge, escaping from the fire. See that? It looks like there's like a fire, and this Knight of Wands is riding out of the smoke, escaping the fire. So I think that you're realizing that you need to, the fire lit under your ass may be one of like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta move on this. 2 cards about movement. I gotta move on this. Let's see what that's about. Okay, we're gonna ask, what does this shapeshift look and feel like for Capricorn in the month of April 2020? I'll say. Oh my gosh, one more card, please. Okay, yeah, baby. Ooh, la la, Major Arcana. Okay, hold on. I'm just trying to see how this needs to go. Yeah, it's just like that. Okay, look. Or maybe, yeah, this is telling the same story. This is cool. Okay, we have the Empress, we have the Knight of Swords, the fastest moving energy in the tarot. Talk about gotta move on this. Fastest moving energy in the tarot, and the Sun. And here's how I'm seeing this. I'm seeing this as the Empress is you, Capricorn, sitting on your throne of abundance. You are sitting on absolute abundance. That's what I'm seeing. You're sitting on some major abundance that you have nurtured. This is like, you could see this as the gardener sitting in the glory of their garden, having put in the work, put in the time to nurture these babes. And look, now they're all blooming and you're just like enjoying the fruits of your labor. That's kind of what I'm seeing with this Empress card. And it's interesting too, because the Empress often encourages us to receive that kind of goodness, you know, to like recognize that we are worthy of that type of abundance. So here you are sitting on absolute abundance, and I'm just noticing like the verdant green of this card, of this person in the card. I'm also seeing her as pregnant, which the Empress is often depicted as pregnant. It's like you are almost like, oh, yeah, Capricorn, look, bursting. Their bellies are absolutely full, ripe. Something in your life is ripe and ready to burst. It's like, again, you got the car, you got the set of wheels, and even look at the fullness of this blood moon there. Like, you got the set of wheels. Something neat is ready to pop. I just saw 1212. 12 is the number of the hanged one in the tarot, which is energy of suspension. Why are you in suspension? When this is ready to pop, it's like you're sitting in the driver's seat with the key in the ignition and you're not turning the key. And it's like, this is ready to pop. Get out of that hanged, like, what's the hang up? What's the hold up is kind of the question here when you're sitting on this kind of abundance. I mean, look, it's like you got your flowers, you got your nuts, you got your wheat, you got everything you need. You got everything you need right here in the Empress. And then boom. Whatever this is that lights a fire under your ass, this like catalyst, which could be even like COVID, you know, it could be what's happening in globally here for us with this virus, could be the fire under your ass because again, not only are we seeing a fire here, but we're also seeing a tornado. So these like this fire and storm, it's really showing me sort of a larger energy of a disaster, you know, like a natural occurring disaster, which this virus is. And so it's like somehow, look at this. Okay. It's like that's the inciting kick that you need to take your truth, the Knight of Swords or truth, to take the truth in your hands and take action. You are slicing through this to reveal the gold underneath. And look, the gold underneath. That's the sun peeking through. Okay, and listen, I'm not one to diminish the havoc this is wreaking on the globe, on our societies as a whole, on our individual lives. But there's something here for you, Capricorn. Again, you're sitting on abundance here. Emphasis on sitting on it. You're sitting on it. Something needs to pop. Something is ready to pass through you. Remember that? I was like, you're needing to, in the visual in the beginning, I was like, you're needing to move energy through your body rather than in order to avoid anything that's like stuck. There's something that wants to move through, that wants to move now. And here you are doing it. There's a catalyst for this, which could be this virus that's moving you towards what's going to light your way with the sun card. The sun is showing us full illumination of the truth. The Knight of Swords is cutting through the disaster, fear mindset to reveal the full illumination of the truth for you. And the truth, Capricorn, is your happiness. That is also what the Sun card represents. What is going to make you fully happy? What is going to, I think it's like this fire under your ass is illuminating for you what matters. Full illumination of what really matters and what really is going to fulfill and make you happy and give you a sense of freedom, because I'm seeing this person like able to move very limberly and freely and flexibly in their body. It's like this is illuminating how your life can be like flexible in a way that lights you up, I think. Because there's so much movement in these cards. The vehicle that moves you forward, moving forward quickly with the truth, and then like the fire under your ass to like move towards what you are most passionate about. Fire is passion. Moving towards what you are most passionate about. And the Sun is fire energy too. Like dancing in the freedom of your passions being fully illuminated here. Oh yeah. You're sitting on some major good stuff here, Cap. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the Botanical Tarot here. All of these plants, flowers in these cards. I've been using them, this deck by Kevin J. Stanton, by the way. I've been using this deck to talk about, we're in springtime and things are beginning to sprout and bloom despite the crisis we're all facing. And so I've been imagining this image of sprouts sprouting up, new growth sprouting up through the wreckage, through the rubble of like a collapsed building, for example, a collapsed structure. So let's ask for you, Capricorn, what is the new growth sprouting up through the wreckage for Capricorn in April? Yeah, the Magician. The Magician, you are the creator. You are the creator of your life. That is the energy of the Magician. The Magician is the creator. The Magician has all of the resources, all of the tools at their disposal to make things happen in their life, to make magic happen. This is the energy of manifestation. You've got the wheels. The seeds have been planted a long time ago. Everything's popping off. Everything's blooming. I think you just got to move on whatever this is to move forward with this. And part of it is to remember that you've got all of the resources you need. You've got the tools. You've got all the elements in place. All you've got to do is have the confidence to recognize that you are the creator here. You can create the life that is best for you, that is most full for you. And perhaps now you really know what that means. That is, you're beginning to get a glimpse of that. That's how I'm seeing this gold shining through. Peeking through the canvas. Again, if you are the painter, you paint the picture of your life. And we're seeing this person slashing through an old canvas to reveal what is trying to shine through underneath. You are the creator, Capricorn. You are the creator. Okay, my friend, I am going to take this into an extended reading now. We got the idea of the general energy, and so now I'm going to use some other decks to get real specific into what exactly this is saying and how this is playing out in your life. I want to know, if we can, what exactly is the catalyst that like lit this fire under your ass, and what is this abundance energy that you're sitting on, and and how can you kind of put the key in the ignition and turn it on, get it going. So we're going to ask all those questions in the extended. If that sounds like something you'd like to check out, stick around. At the end of this reading, there will be a preview of what that extended gets into. If it continues to resonate with you and you'd like to view it, click the link in the description box below, and that will take you over to Patreon. Patreon is an online community I've created for folks who are interested in diving deeper in my work. That sounds like you. Click the link, head on over there. Please read the full description when you get there so you know how Patreon works and you can view the extended reading there. All right, Cap, thank you so much for watching. Maybe I'll see you in the extended, but either way, I want you to know that I am offering 10% off personal readings at this time. So if you're seeking deeper personal guidance, go to unseenhandshealing.com and book a personal reading with me there. All right, Capricorn, it's a lot going on right now. Take extra good care, and I'll talk to you soon. They're waiting on you to fully recognize who you are, to fully step into the role you are meant to play, to step into your power as a leader, as a creator, which is really beautiful because that's also what the sun energy is about. This is Leo energy. And in astrology, the sun represents like the key to your identity, the key to your sense of self and sense of who you are. It's like everything here seems to be waiting for you to recognize who you are and then like fully shine in that, fully inhabit that power of self.